Of course, what rules the world is a psychology. So, Donald Trump losing, if we consider the psychiatry doesn't know the world insane, he's not insane. He has a malignant narcissistic diagnosis, antisocial personality, but mostly he's a malignant narcissist, and he's not a clean psychopath or sociopath. Putin is smart sociopath. Trump has a narcissistic diagnosis. He's not a psychopath. So he wanna be loved, he's a little 2 years old bitch abandoned by his mother who was sick when he was a kid, institutionalized idiot who believe his own lies and self-coping mechanism, telling him that he gotta prove the world he's best and he's very strong and great, but he's a little boy crying, scared, you see, but he's mirroring it, obviously. And so this guy already is like some kind of a bullet, which is so wild, or he's unhinged. He's wild. He's not normal. He cannot control his feelings. We know this, but I would say that I think it's already leaking into the public and stream media that there is a new level of the, mental incapacity of Trump, and he's passing some certain, serious, levels or points or marks of somebody who is like mentally capable of some elementary common sense judgment, so he's getting, demented, or I don't know, excuse my French, I'm not a diplomat, so he's becoming seriously cognitively incapable, and he's losing control. So I don't mean de facto that he's losing control of himself, because he never had a control of himself. He always was in this vicious cycle of narcissistic. When you think it over, the people with narcissistic personality tremendously suffer, because they have to please everybody. They have to be loved. If people don't love them, they angry with them. They have to, make them either by manipulation, force, corruption, or threats to make them, I'll bomb shit out of you until you like me, or I will give you money, or I like you if you like. First, he tried in good way. If they don't like it, he tries force, power. So he got a tiger brain of 7 years old boy, frozen one. There is the amygdala is damaged. So as a prepubescent, primitive brain and little brat, spoiled, who is very shy, crying little boy. When you look at his face, he looks like a 2 years old toddler. He looks like crying. He's crying baby. He's crying for help. You see? But there is this tremendous deception, which is almost delusional, and some narcissistic personality, disorder people, they can suffer even psychosis. So he can be psychotic, you see. So we could see it when they tell him, you said Zelensky is dictator. Did I say this? No, I didn't say this. So he's not denying, he's not saying, he's not realizing in his brain, I knew I said that Zelensky is dictator. I knew there was no rain during the inauguration. He's lying all the time, right? This is the symptom of the evil, of evilish people. There are two basic symptoms: being greedy and lying and being greedy. Donald Trump is an extremely greedy person who would sell his mother, right? He's a Donald Duck, and he lies all the time, you see. So the evil, got a mechanism. The mechanism of the evil is power and the money, and the symptom of the people who use this mechanism, money and the evil, these symptoms are they very greedy, and they very angry, and they lie all the time. They don't like to say truth, so they hate truth, they liars, the black liars. But a moment when Trump is confronted with his own lies, it's not like he's some kind of a stubborn little child liar who knows that he did say, I knew I said Zelensky's dictator. It's going in his brain when the journalists confront him, and I said, did I say this? I don't say this. I don't remember. I'm lying. You really believe it? I would say that it must be something like there are two pictures in his brain, It's like he see this 2 years old baby which he hate himself. Donald Trump hate himself. He's so angry with himself. There is incredible resentment towards. He feel physically sick of himself every morning when he look at the mirror. He hated himself for being a little vulnerable bitch. When his mother got sick, he was abandoned and his abusive psychopathic father was abusing him, so he shut down. He's a victim. He's a little baby. He's a patient. On macroeconomic level, he could destroy his family. His wife can hang herself. He can destroy the family on macroeconomic level, but you put this personality on macroeconomic level. You give them nuclear weapons, toys, army, and they destroy the world, So all these people get a similar diagnosis, or this a similar psychological profile, wherever it's Khamenei or Putin or Hitler or Stalin, Mao Zedong, Pol Pot, Kim Jong-un, whatever. I would say Trump differs from Hitler, Stalin by this, that he's more narcissistic. Hitler, Stalin, Kim Jong-un, Kim Il-sung, Mao Zedong, they were really sociopathic personalities. And they were as well narcissistic, or Saddam Hussein, but Gaddafi, but they were not crying little bitches like Trump. And they were not cowards. Donald Trump is a coward. He is coward, you see. That's why, even though he doesn't feel fear, because we don't know what kind of medication he's under, Obviously, he's taking Adderall for 40 years, so he's mentally vegetable. It's a cocaine for cheap. It's called cocaine for poor people, Adderall or Concerta or Ritalin. So he's abusing this pill for 40, 50 years. So you can see his brain gotta be, he's mentally vegetable, obviously. But in addition, last couple of days, he's losing. He never had a contract over his life. But now, if you understand me, he's starting to losing contact about the immediate action and about these basic elementary judgments and tasks. And he starts to be cognitively incapable. And he's not able to function properly, you see. So I don't think so Donald Trump will die soon, because we know, by medical science, that usually you take age of your father and mother, and you put yourself between, and that's how you most probably find your age. So we know that I think Donald, mother and father, they both live until late 80s, or I think the father 90, mother 89, or both 90 years, or something like that, or 85. So I think that in spite of the fact that Trump is abusing this kind of methamphetamine drugs and the stress and the bad, lifestyle, it's, after all, it's not about some coaches meditating or eating vegetables. It's for idiots who like to consume this crap. But every doctor or every person who is not a charlatan and who understands the science and the medicine, 90% are genes. So his genes, regarding the physical endurance, appears to be pretty good quality. He's able, I think, live until 85, 87, 90. So this guy, I don't think so. Certainly he will not die during this. Could I be wrong, but I would give it 2-3% chance that he dies by natural cause before he finished this period, this election, this administrative round, or this remaining years in the as a president of USA. So, and then he can live 5, 7, 10 more years. There's no problem. I don't see, but he can start to have serious cognitive problems. He can lose his short memory, and he can become something like Joe Biden, So, but we knew, even though Biden, I don't know who was, again, I'm not on any side, you see. I'm not an idiot, or I'm not left or right. You have two camps which are very similar. You have liberals and conservatives. You see, every liberal, is Zig Heiling. Every Greta Thunberg, Free Palestine, is authoritarian personality, and he hates subconsciously the racists. Just like Jeremy, the biggest racist in the world is not Donald Trump. It's Barack Obama and Jeremy Corbyn. They racists, the liberal people. But they hate the little racists in themselves. And the Republicans, they want to kiss a man, smoke marijuana, right? Do LSD, right? Yeah, there is a Latin homosexuality. So they hate subconsciously, they shadow personalities, but they are both cowards and stupid. And they don't understand their own psyche. And they covered, and they make excuses, so they pointing finger at each other, but they hate themselves. But I am a Republican, and I look at this guy and say, you fucking democratical cunt, because down there I am Democrat. I hate Democrats. I hate you. I will not hate myself. You see? So